And there we go.
There we are, yeah. Hey, fucking, what a time.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Trudging Along.
What a time to be alive.
And we trudged ourselves to a special location today.
Yeah, today we're actually, you can hear the music in the background.
We're on location.
Yeah, we're at the Blarney Stone in beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia, right next to a bunch of people shooting up.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on, a lot of police activity today.
Right outside, there's a guy with his sweatpants half down his back.
You noticed that too?
Yeah, his ass is hanging out.
Yeah.
And he's
Which, if you were in the hospital, that would be a perfect position and level of undressing for a syringe in the ass.
Oh yeah, like you're getting a shot of penicillin because you got syph.
That's correct.
You got the syphy.
Yeah, whatever you need. Is that if you have syphilis? Isn't it a pill?
No, you get a shot.
No way.
Penicillin
Really?
shot right in the tush.
I had no idea. I thought.
Yeah, they got to give you a large dose.
Jeez. Well, I guess one shot in the tush deserves another.
And that clears you right up, right? So you can get right back into the sheets.
Yeah, right. Get back to that skin action.
Yeah, right back to
skin on skin.
Dirty.
Let the love begin.
Get right back to doing the big dirty.
Good stuff. Well, cheers, buddy.
Oh yeah, cheers.
Drinking
Budweiser on tap.
Budweiser on tap. Yeah. So we may or may not be doing these remotely from now on. We don't know. We're gonna see how this goes.
Tell them why, Trevor. Trevor bought a compact amp.
I did. Yeah. So
No, what is it called?
This particular device is called a pod track.
It's a soundboard. It's like a miniature soundboard.
It's basically what it is. It's a little interface that you can plug up to 4 microphones in, and then you can. Yeah, it's a little fancy thing that takes AA batteries.
Yeah, it's adorable.
Ladies know what that means.
Yeah, you
get it.
Like
Fancy thing.
Vibrator.
Kind of, yeah, exactly. They're pretty high tech these days, hey? You know they have ones that with suction and stuff? I hate that you're doing that, actually.
You know, we've talked about this before. There's one time, I won't name names, but we were at our friend's house. We had to go to his apartment to pick him up, and his significant other left their vibrator out on the bedside table.
I don't think I clocked that.
What?
I don't think I noticed.
What do you mean?
I don't think I noticed a vibrator.
Where?
On the side table?
Where? You weren't there.
Oh, I thought you were saying we went there.
No. I went there this is years ago. This is in 2012.
Okay. So you went to a mutual friend?
Yeah, we were picking him up. We were going away for a weekend, weekend golf trip.
Okay.
And we went over to his house to pick him up, and he was in the shower, and we went to his room to see where he was.
Maybe that was his.
No, and on the bedside table was the vibrator, but it was massive, and it had like branches on it. It had like a tree branch out the side of it. And apparently
they call that the accommodator.
Yeah, the tickler or whatever.
You can accommodate your lady's clitoris while you.
And then, as a joke, my other friend wrote a note saying to the girl, the girlfriend, because she decorated the place. They're both lived there together. He said, "Love the place, great vibrator." He wrote on a piece of mail that was there.
He should have put "love the vibes" with a Z and a winky face. Love the vibes.
I don't think she was happy about it.
Why not?
I think she was a bit embarrassed.
What's there to be embarrassed about? You got a nice little toy to,
She left her vibrator out.
You just how is that any different than a back massager? It's a tool designed to help alleviate stress.
I used to use a back massager when I was in elementary school.
I bet you did, yeah.
Yeah, I found that was when you first started beating off, when you realized that if you put it to your balls.
You were told it was a back massager, by the way. Was it actually?
It was a back massager.
According to who? Your mom?
No.
Was it your mom's back massager?
Nobody ever knew that I used it.
Okay, well, I think they probably had an idea.
And then I went into the jets. I think I've talked about this before.
Maybe.
Hot tub jets?
Vibrators have got very high tech, hey? Like there's some with suction on them now, like a vacuum.
I don't know. I've never ever seen one.
Yeah, no,
I'm sorry, except for someone else's. I've never.
It was bizarre to me. I saw a photo of it, and it had like a little.
What are you talking about?
It's like it had a part with that sucked.
Why would you see were you looking in a catalog?
No, yeah, I was looking at the Sears catalog, 2004.
There's vibrators in Sears catalog?
Yeah, there was, yeah.
No, that's bullshit.
No, it was a secret section.
In the Wish book? Remember those Sears Wish books?
You know where they sell vibrators now? It's kind of wild.
Where?
Chapters.
They don't sell fucking vibrators at Chapters.
You can go on Chapter's website and buy a vibrator.
That's a lie. And it's Indigo.
You think it's a lie? I'm going to pull up Indigo's website right now. How much do you think they go for, too? They're pricey.
Okay, I'm going on there as well.
Yeah, go ahead. Actually, you do it. You do the heavy lifting. What am I? Well, I don't care that you don't believe me. You go ahead and you can buy. If someone gives you, this is a tip. It's a pro tip. Someone gives you a Chapters gift card. You don't have to buy the Kama Sutra. You can buy a device that will stimulate you for it. I think you can probably get the Kama Sutra online for free. Is that like the Bible? Is the Kama Sutra like the Bible? Where it's just like available? Probably, right?
What?
I told you, man.
No, a vibrating beauty bar? Is that what it is?
No, look up like. Did you just Google vibrator?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or did you use it in the search for indigo? Yeah, man.
No, I think that's a vibrator.
I mean, anything's a vibrator if you try hard enough.
Vibrating beauty tea bar. Get the buzz on radiant renewed skin. No, it's a skin.
No, that's just that could work. They'll do in a pinch. It's like a cucumber.
I think you're lying.
I'm not lying, you piece of shit.
Sex toy?
You say this all the time, by the way. You say I'm a liar because you don't believe something I'm saying. Like there's no possibility that maybe you don't know about it. It's just that I'm a liar.
Okay, I looked up sex toy.
That's great. That's a great search.
Sexy position. It's all books. I think you're fucking.
I'm telling you, man. Oh yeah, these are all books.
What is it?
I know. Maybe it's only at Christmas time, because I'm telling you, man. Look, I'm gonna Google. Okay, indigo sex toy. Sex toy in fashion. Page not found. Oh, it was there. You know what? Maybe I stand corrected.
You're a lying piece of shit.
I'm not lying. Look at this. Vibrators on Indigo bookstore shelves draw ire. Alberta report from June 2022. See? They were there. The Indigo bookstore in Langley, BC has a large vibrator collection on display in its retail space. Boom. Boom.
Okay. Wow.
Signage on the display shelf encourages customers to find your vibrator.
That's terrible. Look at that vibrator in the middle. It's Jesus on the cross.
I mean, people are into weird things. You and I were talking earlier.
That's bizarre.
Well, hey, whatever. I'm not going to shame anyone if that's what they're into.
No. That's weird.
What if they're into Jesus being into them? What's the problem? I mean, who else would you want to have a rollicking time with than a god?
I don't know.
You're just saying that's crossing the line.
Yeah, even if you don't believe, that's just weird.
Yeah, you're saying that's too far.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, agree or disagree. Okay. Signs on the display shelf encourages customers to find your vibrator by taking a quiz.
Okay, wait.
The products are placed in a wellness section. I told you.
This is bullshit.
So maybe they took them down because people were complaining, but I feel like that's fair though. I feel like in a time when I can get things online, we don't need to have vibrators on shelves where kids are looking to see if there's another Betty the Bee book or something. Do
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Here we go.
Yeah, lay it on me.
Someone took a picture of it.
Yeah, that's hardcore. Yeah, so
that's a shelf at Indigo.
Yeah, there's a lot.
That's appropriate.
I think yeah, for an Indigo store, I think keep them online, right?
Yeah, like there's books next to the shelves.
Well, what are the books? So the books, and they don't have an adult-only section at Indigo. This isn't like restricted library in Harry Potter. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like I agree. I feel like we don't need a shelf of vibrators.
That's a store where kids go to look up children's books, and they're gonna walk by a vibrator section. Like, come on.
I'm agreeing with you.
That's just dumb.
But they should have it.
Trying to be like really.
They should have it available
new
online.
Age? Is that like a new age thing?
Well, you can look at all the stuff you can get on Best Buy's website now. I'm just saying. I think you can get vibrators on Best Buy probably.
Who gives a shit about that? Best Buy's more of a anybody goes there, but Indigo, there's a section
Not a lot
dedicated
of kids
to children.
go to Indigo.
There's a children's book section.
A lot of adults go to buy books for kids, but a lot of kids aren't like, can we please
Kids
go to
love
Indigo?
Going to fucking bookstores. Are you kidding
No,
me?
I don't think anymore.
They got a section where the kids.
No, the second they get an iPad at the age of 3, they're done. Books are done.
Oh my god.
No, but think about it. If you're 3 years old and you get an iPad, oh, cool. I have to go to a store where each individual book is there, or I can get them all right now.
I would rather go to a store where each individual book
Yes,
was.
you and I would, but a child. A child is just like...
I would want to leave the house and go look at books. They're not fucking brain dead morons. What do they want to just sit in their room? Why don't they just plug themselves into the wall?
Well, they do. Video games. Look, when I was a kid, video games were the be all end all. I don't want to go anywhere to play them. Or play them at home.
Yeah, but that's different. I still like to go get some things. I still like going to the video store to get a movie.
Loved going to the video store. Sure, no problems there. I totally agree. But kids aren't going like, oh, when's the new Goosebumps coming out?
But they should.
R.L. Stine is still writing. Do you know that? He's still writing Goosebumps shit.
No, he's not.
Swear to God.
What? No way.
This guy's prolific as fuck. He writes like a book a month.
There's new Goosebumps books out?
Yeah, I think they just like re-released some in hardcover for like some kind of crazy anniversary that I don't want to talk about. Because it's just the fact that you said earlier that 2016 is 7 years ago hurts a part of my body I didn't know existed. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that fucking sucks. I love that we are portable now, because if I want to do a shot of something, I could just ask Kyler, the bartender.
Oh, that's a great idea.
You seriously want to do a shot?
Yeah. No.
I mean, we could. But you know what I mean? Oh, you know what? I'm feeling a Guinness. I'm feeling like we got...
Did you ever... R.L. Stine, I think we talked about this too. He did one adult book. It was pretty scary.
Was it?
It was called Superstitions. It was...
Okay.
Like, it was graphic.
Were you big into any kind of like Goosebumps, any book series as a kid? Did you love?
I read all the Goosebumps books.
All the Goosebumps books, yeah. What was your favorite, or maybe not your favorite, but like one of the ones that you enjoyed the most?
I really liked the one with the amusement part, the horror amusement part.
Escape from Horrorland.
Escape from Horrorland. That was good. Let's Get Invisible. That was good.
Let's Get Invisible. I was a big Haunted Mask.
The Haunted
guy.
Mask was good too. Yeah,
love the Haunted Mask.
The one where the kid turns into a bee.
I watched the Haunted Mask.
What was that bee one?
Oh yeah, that was fucked. The cover of that one was fucked because it was a bee's body and this kid's face on the bee.
I really
but
enjoyed
the
that
eyes.
One. There it is.
Yeah.
What's it called? It's
Escape from Beeland.
It's covered up. Fuck.
Is it called Escape from Beeland?
No.
All right.
The clock one was good too.
The clock
haunted.
One? Oh, the cuckoo clock one. Yeah. The guy. I don't know who did his artwork either, but can you imagine?
You know what was also really good was the Fear Street books. I read all those too.
Yeah, those were geared towards more young adults. I think.
Yeah, it was like the tweens.
Yeah, like 13. Well, I guess what was the age for Goosebumps? Was it supposed to be like
elementary school, and then the Fear Street was like wait, what?
Yeah, wasn't Fear Street more like older teen?
Grade 6, 7, Fear Street. And
okay.
Then, Goosebumps was like grade 4 or 5.
Fuck it. I mean, kids that are 8 years old are watching Stranger Things these days. That new season terrified me.
Oh yeah, it's not very violent though.
I can get.
Yeah, it does when they break the limbs and eyes pop out.
It's pretty gnarly.
Yeah, that was disturbing.
Anyways, we're on the road today because I got this new gear, and the reason I was able to get this new gear is because I saved up a little money, and then I bet all of that money on the Super Bowl. And
he won.
And I won. I didn't win all my bets, but I won enough.
What was the dollar amount? Tell him the dollar amount.
I bet a total of about $300 on the Super Bowl, and I made about $650.
Nice.
And had one of those sons of bitches caught the ball and scored, I would have won over $1,000. I had like 20-some bets going. It was a lot of fun.
That's awesome.
I flew back to Alberta. I got to hang out with my nephew. He's amazing. Got to hang out with my brother and his wife, my sister-in-law. That was great. That first night, a bunch of my siblings came over because Christmas we haven't done one of these since Christmas, like since before Christmas. So Christmas was a bit of a downer. Christmas was a bit of a bummer for me. Went back to Alberta, and the first part of
we did one in January. We talked about this already.
Did we?
I'm pretty sure.
Did we release it, though? It never got released.
I think we did.
I don't know if we did. If we did, I apologize that I'm retreading. I'll sum it up quick.
Yeah, let's have a look here.
But went back, and the first half of the trip was low-key, totally fine, enjoyed it. Second half of the trip was very intense, a lot of stuff going on, but all good. Kicked off with my sister's engagement party, which, by the way, I'm presiding over that. I'm the master of ceremony. I'm the one marrying them. What do you call it? I'm the minister. I'm the guy. I'm officiating. That's what it is. I'm officiating their wedding this December. Terrified every time I think about it, so I try not to. But I do love.
No, you're correct.
We didn't release it, or we didn't do one. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it's been a spell. So
spell. It's been a spell. What a fucking loser.
So first half of Christmas was fine. It was great. Really enjoyable, really low key. And then we have my sister's engagement party. Then the day after that was my brother Adam's place. He's got a bar downstairs. He has a pool table now, by the way. I just bought
nice.
that.
Yeah, you told me about that, yeah. That's wild.
That was good. Like, that's our big rager. It starts at like 10 a.m., goes till 3 a.m. We have a great time. Drinks are flowing. That's all my siblings and significant others are there. Then Christmas Eve was at my dad's, and then Christmas Day was at the in-laws. So we had a lot of stuff planned, and then we were coming back Boxing Day. Well, we get the engagement party goes off without a hitch. It's great. Everyone loves it. Have a bunch of drinks. Lots of fun. Shut the place down at like 1:30 at my dad's. It's great. Next day, go to my brother Adam's house, and Adam's like you, Dave. He gets terminal hangovers.
Oh yeah,
just the worst. Like wants to crawl into a hole and die.
Yeah.
So get to his place around 11 a.m.
Bad for you.
The next day, and we just assume he's hungover because Adam just is always rolling a cold glass on his forehead as he feels like shit the next day after drinking, and then he eventually rallies and gets back in the game. So he makes us all a lovely lunch, eggs, bacon, hash browns, whole 9 yards. Then we start to watch a movie. We go downstairs to the bar, report. He has Guinness on tap. He got a special nitrogen conversion kit and found a place that would sell him a Guinness keg.
Yeah, that's the hardest part, I think. You don't get a lot of Guinness kegs.
No, they're pretty ornery if you give them out to people that are using them in their basement. So he found one, though, found a guy, got hooked up, got everything working. We're pouring pints of Guinness. We're watching Office Christmas Party. Underrated.
Great film, yes.
Yeah, so much fun.
Very good.
Yeah. And he's only had about 1 pint at this point. And I'm like, Adam, you got this is our day, man. This is what we look forward to. It's
Wait,
Christmas
what time was this at? What was the exact time?
This is about 2:30 in the afternoon, 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Way more than that.
Yeah. And I'm looking at him as the movie goes, and he's really struggling to get that pint down. I'm like, this is a little abnormal. Movie finishes. We go upstairs. My other brother, Mark, and his wife are coming over. Mark's prepared a feast for us for dinner. Mark and Hannah walk through the door. Adam runs upstairs immediately.
Wait, they brought the meals over?
Brought them all. Brought tons.
What, they had like containers?
Yeah. Tons of dishes and stuff to just put in the
And it was all ready.
Some of it was ready. Some of it Mark had to make there, but just a phenomenal spread, like a feast, a proper feast.
Well, like turkey and stuffing and
everything, man. I think there was pierogies, there was spring rolls, it was everything.
It's one of those.
It was tons.
It's a buffet.
It was basically a buffet.
Oh, I got a buffet story.
Great. Table that for a second, earmark it.
I'm tabling it.
So Adam runs upstairs and starts violently vomiting. And that's a little abnormal for his hangovers. So then his wife goes, oh, there's been a stomach bug going around the office. I think maybe Adam got that.
Oh, God.
And
gosh,
I'll spare you guys the gruesome details, but that put a kibosh on the rest of the evening's festivities. We all kind of filtered out of there slowly after that. But over the next 48 hours, this is December 23rd, over the next 48 hours, one by one, we all started violently vomiting. And it lasted 8 to 12 hours per person, but didn't all happen at once. So it came about that at 1 a.m. on December 25th until noon that same day, I was violently puking about once an hour. And to the point where there was nothing left in me, but the sheer force of my body trying to expel what it thought was something in my stomach I thought it was going to shoot my eyeballs out of their sockets into the toilet.
Yeah, I've had that before.
Oh, my God. So that was our Christmas. And then we thought, well, let's try and do a makeup on Super Bowl weekend. So fly in that Saturday night. All my siblings, except the youngest, Emma, who lives here in Vancouver, we had a rager. Just an absolute. We were up till 2, 3 in the morning. I still had Guinness on tap. We're pouring that. We're doing shots. We're doing karaoke. It's great. And then the Sunday, spent a good 3 hours planning all of our bets. And then the game, and it was a tremendous weekend. I highly recommend it. I think we're gonna make it an annual thing now. Going to his place, sitting at the bar, making a bunch of bets, and hopefully making a bunch of money. It's just I'm a football guy now. I'm a big fan.
Oh God!
Not to any specific team, but to the almighty dollar, because these men that are putting their bodies on the line can make.
He doesn't give a shit about any of that.
I don't care.
He just wants to bamble.
Yeah, I do want to. I want to bamble and I want to gamble.
Did I say bamble?
You kind of said bamble.
Gamble.
All right, you had a buffet story. Lay it on me.
Oh, yes. So
Talk
I
to me
went
about
to stayed overnight the other night. We had to stay at the casino.
Which casino?
River Rock Casino.
River Rock.
It's called.
Hell yeah.
It's because it's on the river. It's on the Fraser River, so that's why they call it the River Rock.
I love that.
So it was called the buffet, too. The restaurant was called The Buffet.
All right. Well, you know what? They're pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah. So $50 per person.
$50 a head.
All you can eat, and every single dish you can think of, plus dessert and drinks.
Fuck yeah.
It was amazing.
So you had to pay for drinks on top, obviously.
No.
Wait, the drinks were included?
No, not hard booze. Like regular drinks.
Like apple juice and water.
And pop machine.
Okay.
But they had a Chinese food section.
Oh, man,
and they had a sushi
I'm
section.
a sucker for...
Yeah. The Chinese food was fucking delicious.
Yeah,
it was like better than Chinese food I've ordered.
Yeah, North Americanized Chinese food is my favorite.
Yeah, so this was like, I went back. I've never, like, I couldn't, and then they had ham.
Yeah.
Roast beef. And then not only did they have...
beast?
Beef?
They didn't roast beast?
No, they didn't have any roast beef.
They had no gizzard.
But the roast beef and the ham were there, and then they had when you're like, at the buffet, but then they don't have the sauces. They had applesauce. They had
Applesauce?
honey mustard.
Jesus.
They had hot mustard.
Let's go.
Horseradish.
They had honey mustard?
Yeah.
Bust that bitch out.
They had everything you could want from all the dishes.
I spent way too much of my life against mustard for no reason. Like, as a kid, I was like, no, I don't like it.
Oh, mustard's the best.
And then, for whatever reason, I'm going to give this a whirl. I'm going to give it a whirl after like 15, 20 years.
And then they had...
Rocked my world.
They had homemade desserts. They had fucking... You know those cream puff things that you...
Cream pie?
No, cream pie. That's... ugh. Fucking cream pie. I've seen a couple cream pie pornos, and they're...
Okay. You know, we could have left it
They're
that.
too much.
And now you want to flip right back to the buffet?
Some of them are pretty good, but they're too much.
Jesus Christ, they do not need you reviewing porn.
Anyways, cream puffs. You know the ones that come in the bread where they put the... it's like bite size. You put one in.
I do, yeah. They're like macaroons almost.
Yeah, they were fucking delicious.
Yeah, how many did you have?
I had like 8.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, they were small, though. These ones were really small.
Doesn't matter. The fact that you went back for seconds, the fact that you had 8 cream pies, that's just...
Yeah, every time I took a bite and I felt the whipped cream burst into my mouth, I just kept thinking cream pies.
I want to apologize.
Your favorite porno stars.
I want to apologize on behalf
cream
of
pie.
Everyone who has to hear that. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
that was
hot.
Disgusting. But I'm glad when you go to a buffet like that.
Have you ever watched a cream pie porno?
Jesus Christ! I mean, I've watched porn, so inevitably you're going to come across
one or two.
Ew. Well, I'm just saying, if you're watching, it's like, have you ever seen a penis? Have you seen another man's penis? Yeah, I've watched a porno, so inevitably you're gonna.
Okay, stop it.
Oh, what is wrong with you? Something.
Anyways, the buffet was off the chains.
That's what those are for. Like, you go there and you just indulge.
No, usually buffet food's gross. This was like high-end shit.
Yeah. Well, anytime I've gone to a resort, their buffets are usually pretty fire.
No, I've been to some shit-ass buffets.
Really?
Yeah.
Where?
Mexico.
I've never been to a bad one, but I also tend to, like, if I'm planning...
You got diarrhea for like 3 days afterwards.
No, never happened to me, thank God. But if I'm planning a Mexican vacation, my first thing is,
I haven't been to many buffets.
Can we just make sure that there's at least a 4-star on that? 4.5.
So there's
minimum?
a buffet we used to go to at Easter, the Pan Pacific Hotel downtown. This is a fancy hotel.
You and your family would go.
Yeah.
Do I sound a little metallic-y to you?
No, not metallic, no.
Oh, okay, great.
Anyways, this buffet was like high end. Like everything was like top of the line. It was like $100 per plate.
Jeez. So they had roast beef there for sure.
Oh, they had everything.
Duck? I bet they had duck.
They had duck.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
they
like
had
they had
steak.
Some nice cuts of fish, I'm guessing.
Fish, everything.
Yeah.
It was the Easter brunch, it was called.
That's crazy.
They had, and then you could get like, eggs Benedict and all that shit.
Do they have people at the buffet like
Oh
preparing stuff for you?
yeah.
That's my favorite thing when I go to Mexico.
Yeah,
is the
carvers,
omelet station.
The carvers and
the
the
omelet
omelets.
station at a Mexican resort is where you're gonna find me.
I don't think I went to we went to a very low budget resort.
The last place I'm cheaping out at, by the way,
is
a Mexican resort.
Oh yeah, so
like,
we cheaped out. So my one friend, he picked it, and then when we got
he's
there,
like, guys, it's a great price. Look at this price. Everyone's like, I can
there and
afford
realized,
that.
oh, this place sucks.
There's a reason it's priced that way.
Yeah,
yeah, no.
And we weren't even close to. So this was in Cancun.
Yep.
And it was like 20 minutes out from where all the major hotels and like the beaches were.
No, I'm at the major hotel.
I was like, this is fucking
I'm at the major hotel, and I'm staying there, and you can find me at the omelet station every morning.
Yeah. So
and the swim-up bar.
So we got
a sports bar at night, because it's the only bar that's still open. And they have a fucking awesome buffet when you're wasted of like chicken wings and stuff.
So get this. This was the lowest price hotel of 3 hotels that were. So it was the sister hotel, her brother hotel.
Can I say I'm a little surprised you agreed to this?
This doesn't. I was 20 years old.
Still doesn't
so this
seem
was like a trip. My first trip away alone.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't care.
All right. Yeah. Nope. Totally. I'm on board. Yeah.
But then when we got there, we realized that there was another hotel. So this is the shittiest one. Same hotel branch.
So it's like the same company.
Yeah, same company.
Like if the Fairmont had 3 resorts.
Yeah. So they had the lowest price, and then they had the middle of the road, and then they had the really fancy one. But the middle of the road one was like $500 more.
Yeah.
And it was fucking 30 times. We were like, when we saw, so you get a wristband.
Yeah.
And you can go to the middle. You can't go to the fancy one because it's too much. But you can go to the middle of the road one.
Just to
and
check
we were
it
like,
out.
we went there. We were like. We said to the guy our friend,
you beat the shit out of him.
You fucking idiot.
Yeah, you fucked us hard.
We all would have paid the extra $500 to go to this one, you piece of shit.
I'm surprised because, like, I feel like, and correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know, I have no idea who you're talking about now, so I don't know who I'm besmirching when I say this.
You know the person, but I won't name names.
Great. So my whole thing is, like, why wouldn't you start with the middle one? Like, guys, this is the most expensive one. I don't think we should do that. This is the cheapest one, and, like, I think it'd be okay, but if we pay a bit more, this middle of the road one seems like you Goldilocks everyone.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, let's do the middle of the road one. Like, you just sell them on it.
And not only was the cheapest one shitty, but everyone that stayed there was like, think about the biggest shit rats in Middle America you've ever met in your life, and they're all at that hotel.
Yeah, you've got
guys wearing their high tops in the pool,
and it's all free booze, right? It's all all inclusive.
It was like
those
what
kinds
the
of
fuck?
the kind of person that wants to pay the least amount of money they can
to go to Mexico,
and drink their face.
Cancun too.
Yeah, it's just a recipe for disaster. Like, let's go buck wild, but let's do it in a way where we're not. There's not piss in the pool.
There was like a row of those classic rockers that are there until their wives yell at them.
Oh God!
You know, they come down and say, "You've been here for fucking 8 hours."
Like, why is that a relationship people are still a part of for both of them?
Well, I mean, I get where the wife's coming from.
I completely understand where the wife's coming from.
The wife's doing aerobics. They're doing all the resort stuff, and he's just at the bar for 8 hours.
Don't get me wrong. I completely understand where. If one spouse in the situation is pissed off the other spouse in the pool for 8 hours drinking or whatever, I get why they would be. But if you can tell when couples are fighting in public, like, this isn't the first time you guys have gone down this road.
Yeah.
Like, this is a well-trodden path of argument here. Either something needs to change, either figure your shit out, or just, guys, you had a good run, call it quits. There's no shame in that.
I think they like arguing, though. They're madly in love still.
Hey, that's a great, you know what? That's a great fucking point.
Yeah, these people look like they're inseparable. Yeah, and she kind of gives them shit because that's her shtick.
Yeah, that's her role.
Yeah,
that's her role. Okay, you know what? Great point. Never thought of that.
But I'm telling you, this guy's wearing he's wearing an Indy 500 wife beater. He's got cut-off jean shorts on and Reebok high tops that you bought at like Value Village.
Reebok high tops,
like Night.
I don't know if
Reebok
I've seen
Nights.
a pair of those before.
Just a shit rat.
Yeah, just not the most upstanding.
Salt of the earth, though. No, nicest guy in the world. Blackout drunk, though.
Yeah, well, I mean,
but I'm not joking. That's
the person you want to party with, not the person that you want as your neighbor or as your spouse.
You know what I mean, though? You get there at 11 a.m. and you're thinking, oh my God, it's so cool that we're at a resort. We'll have a couple drinks now and go in and swim in the ocean.
Yeah.
And this fucker is already there. He's 3 deep. And then when you come back every 2 hours to get a new top up, he's still sitting there. And then him and the bartender are best friends.
Yeah.
And they're taking photos together.
I feel like those kind of guys act like they're best friends with the bartender.
Oh, the bartender.
The bartender's like,
this
guy's a fucking
he's trying to learn Spanish from him.
Exactly. Oh, cerveza.
Yeah, what is this, cerveza?
Yeah, and you're kind of like, you're just a prick, man. You're just a fucking asshole. No, I've had nothing but great experiences when I go to all-inclusives, but I do make sure that it's like not super fancy. Like,
I've never been. That was the only all-inclusive I've ever been to.
Oh man, you got to go.
When I was younger, my dad would always take us to obscure parts of Mexico that were just hotels.
I would not ever do that. If my dad suggested that, and I had
he wanted the real experience. He never wanted to do the phony resort.
I completely understand that, but here's also a good part of the real Mexican experience: you get shot in the head by the cartel.
Oh, this was in the 90s. It wasn't as
well.
As
I'm pretty
bad.
sure that I still had the cartel around.
No, I know, but I think now it's a little scarier. I know.
Well, I went one time. I went to Mexico, and they wanted to do like a day trip to like the city to go to the market and stuff. And
yeah, we did that too. Yeah,
I did that with them, and I hated every second of it. I was like, why am I paying? Like, why are we paying money to go to a resort to then just go into town to get?
Yeah, to see the real deal.
I'm good.
Yeah, we did that as well, and that was weird.
One of my friends, they had an issue with going to Mexico for a vacation. They said, like, well, it's an impoverished country, and you're going and you're just, like, drinking and eating all you can.
Wait, is it a third world country? It's a third world country. No, it's not. No, it's not third world.
No, but it's not. There's widespread poverty for sure. And their point was that, I feel like it's not great to go and kind of like capitalize on the fact that they're located in a gorgeous part of the world. And then I had another friend go, yeah, fair, but also you're contributing to jobs there. Like the tourism sector and industry of that country is what props a lot of it up. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, it's kind of a win-win maybe. And I prefer, because I want to go to an all-inclusive resort, I prefer the option where I'm doing a bit of good going there. I prefer to believe that. Is it true? I don't know. Am I going to look into it? Certainly not.
No way.
But you got to go to I went to an all-inclusive one time. I think this is the last time I went to Mexico, actually. Went over spring break, but went to an adults-only resort.
Oh, that's nice.
It was half full because anyone traveling over spring break, it's usually families and stuff, right? And it was fucking magic. It was here's the worst part of the resort. Worst part of the resort was I did a shot of Crown Royal with a guy at the swim up bar top, and the Crown Royal was sitting in the sun all day. So it was like hot, not warm.
It tastes like cough syrup?
Hot Crown Royal. Don't recommend.
I would also never do a shot of Crown Royal.
Zero. Well, never say never. You're at a swim up bar in Mexico. Some guy's like, "Oh, you're Canadian? Why don't we do a shot of Canadian whiskey? They have some right there." It was like an American guy.
Is Crown Royal Canadian?
Yes, sir.
Well, that's a popular drink, isn't it?
Quite popular, yeah. You don't know that? Yeah.
In the States?
I don't know if it's I don't know if it's popular in the States. It's like well known.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, some guy at my bar top the other night. I just gotten off shift and I was having a beer. It was an older gentleman, I would say late 50s, early 60s. He ordered a Crown Royal and then he's like, "I'll get a Crown Royal." And the bartender, appropriately so, said,
Crown Royal is the top-selling Canadian whiskey in the U.S.
Well, how many Canadian whiskeys are there? There's Canadian Club, there's Crown Royal. What else is there?
I don't know. I didn't even know anything about Crown. I thought Crown Royal... I didn't know Crown Royal was even Canadian.
Yeah, dog, it's right on the label. Canadian whiskey. Fuck yeah. I feel proud. I got a swell of pride in my chest talking about Crown Royal being Canadian. I don't own any shares in the company. No idea who owns it. No idea who created it. No idea about the branding. But because I live here, I feel proud about it.
Oh my God, you can get fancier Crown Royals. Like,
there's a lot of Crown. There's a lot. You can get like Apple Crown, Peach Crown. You can get like the high end stuff in the different bottle.
Look at.
What do you got? Lay it on me.
Bowmore whiskey, 1969. Look at the price.
Bowmore 1969 50-year-old Vault Series, 700 mils. They're cheaping you on 50 mils, by the way. 57,499 Canadian Quatloos.
That's fucked.
That's wild. I find there is a diminishing return with older Scotch.
No, it's a very good investment, I hear. Look at this. Crown Royal 18. I didn't know you could get $220.
I don't know about that. 18-year Crown Royal. Anyways,
good.
Back to the bar top story. I was sitting at the bar top on Friday after my shift, having a drink, and this older guy sat down.
Did you get his number?
A couple of his buddies. I tried. A couple of his buddies sat down. He ordered a Crown Royal. He said, "I'll get a Crown Royal." And then the bartender said, like with Coke? Because that's how most people order a Crown Royal on
the rocks
at work. And the guy started scoffing at him. He's like, "Crown Royal with Coke? People order that?" And I'm like, "Bro, it's a $28 bottle of whiskey. Like, you're not talking about a 16-year-old Macallan." He looked like the kind of guy that thought he was being fancy ordering a Crown Royal.
So he's a loser.
I don't want to call him a loser.
He's a fucking loser.
The only reason I'm going to call him a loser, you swayed me, is because of how condescending he was to the bartender when the bartender was trying to clarify what he wanted. Like,
you want Crown Royal straight
he's like,
up?
"I got a Crown Royal." And the guy's like, "Oh, like with Coke or..." And then there's an or and a ... Like, if I was writing it down, that's how the sentence would look. And he started making fun of him, in front of his friends. He was like, "No, obviously, I just want it in a glass." He's like,
"Neat or on the rocks?"
Exactly. Great question, Dave. Because
you don't just say, "Can I have a whiskey?"
Yes, exactly. The only time you say, "Can I have a whiskey?" is if you're George Clooney in Ocean's 11. Whiskey?
Or you're doing a shot.
Bingo. So then to clarify, he's like, "Oh, I'll get some ice cubes in there." And but he's shaking his head like, "Can you believe this guy? Can you believe this bartender asking me how I want my fucking drink?"
This guy's a loser.
Oh, I hated him.
Fucking tool.
Like I said, I'm proud that Crown Royal is Canadian, but I'm also not under the illusions that it's a fancy whiskey. I love Jameson. Jameson, that's my jam. It's in my fucking veins, literally, most days. But I'm not under the illusions that it's a fancy whiskey. It's the people's whiskey. Love that. I love that.
Is that their slogan?
No, their slogan is Sine Metu. It's on their crest, which means without fear.
Get blackout without fear?
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know if that's
the only way to get blackout.
I don't think you can put an inspirational quote on a fucking alcoholic beverage.
Why not? That's all alcohol is. Inspirational and aspirational.
Is it?
You can look at Michelob Ultra. Their whole thing is like, hey guys, run a marathon and drink this.
Reach for the stars.
Yeah, why not?
Iron Horse.
If you think about it though, like multi-billion-dollar deals are closed over a glass of whiskey. Like, reach for your dreams. Reach for the stars. Make shit happen.
I'm almost done my beer and you're fucking milking.
I was actually, you were telling your story, because we're usually next to each other. As we're talking, we're usually like looking at a camera, but right now we're just sitting across the table from one another looking at each other. I marveled at the fact that you were able to tell a story and almost seamlessly take drinks of your beer without missing a beat. I was like, fuck, that's what I got to do better.
Yeah, that's the whole reason why we're at a fucking bar.
I just talk, and then I look down, and I still got half my beer left, and you're almost done.
Yeah, drink your fucking beer, you douche. Here, give it.
We're almost even now.
Yeah.
The glass narrows as you get down to the base. It's like a penis. That's how those work, right?
Get down to the base.
That's how penises work, right? They narrow as they get down to the base.
I don't think so.
I think so, yeah. Hey, we never really debriefed after watching Titanic last week, but how'd you feel about that?
I thought...
Did you enjoy it, or were you?
I did enjoy it. I was surprisingly... I thought I was like, fuck, I got to sit in this theater for 3 hours?
Oh, I'm sorry that you didn't... You didn't have to.
I don't know. I was just worried because I'd seen the movie. I've never gone back to the theater to see a movie that came out fucking 25 years ago.
I went and saw Apollo 13 again like 5 years ago in theaters.
Oh, that would have been riveting. But I was just worried that I remember Titanic, some parts
I kind of get what you mean. It's kind of like, okay, we're sitting in. I got to tell you, man, the second that music swelled at the beginning,
I was into it.
It locked me right in.
Also, I forgot about a lot of the film.
Sections of it? Yeah. Yeah, and like, say what you will about James Cameron, the man knows how to structure a fucking story.
Yes, it was terrible.
It did not feel like 3 hours. Like, I've seen 2 hour movies that felt like 3. This one felt like 2. Normally, the part that gets me each time is the old couple laying in the bed together, and then it cuts to the mom reading her kids
the
dead. Story because they're all going to die.
I mean, come on, the old couple, who cares? They're fucking...
Well, but there's something like...
They've lived it.
Oh, but still, it's so sad. Like, they can't even muster up the energy. They know, it's acceptance. It's the acceptance of the finality of death that really gets me every time. And then this time I was ready for it, so I was like, okay, I'm good.
You know what? It's sad is how close they were to land.
Yeah.
They were right off the coast of Nova Scotia.
There were so many things with that where it's like, but this, but that.
Like, they almost made it. They were one day...
like, the senselessness of it because they were just showboating.
Yeah, just speeding up?
Showboating. Nice. Yeah. It was great, though. Seeing what's-his-face. Why can't I never remember that character's name? Fucking Rohan. What's his name?
Like, come on.
What? Yeah, Dave's showing me where the Titanic sank and where Halifax is in conjunction with it. I don't know how distance-wise that looks, though. Like, they couldn't see
close.
Land.
No, they couldn't see it. I'm just saying that's...
Yeah.
Look at that.
Oh, my God. Yeah, when you put New York on there, too, fuck. They were like 85%
away.
done. Yeah. They were 85% done. So they would have gone like one more day. Maybe 2.
Halifax, they would have made it in half a day.
Oh, my God. Fucking tragic as fuck. Great movie, though. Their tragedy is our gain. Their tragedy is Warner Brothers' gain.
You'd think there'd be a lot more ships in the area, though, that close to the fucking seaboard.
Was it Warner Brothers?
No.
What was the production company there?
It wasn't Warner Brothers. Bev.
Whatever production. Why can't I? Why don't
TriStar?
I know this?
No,
that's Sony. Yeah, who distributed Titanic?
Paramount? No.
Actually, maybe. I'm trying to think, but when we saw it in theaters, it was just like Titanic. I don't know. It's written by James Cameron, directed by James Cameron. He's got to deal with Paramount, though, right?
Wait, also, what was that new company before Marvel? They had a new production company.
Did they?
Yeah.
Who the fuck produced that? Which?
Before Ant-Man, there was a new production thing. Remember the new? It was like a new cut. You know the scenes they make for their new company.
I think my cell phone's interfering with the.
I just I can hear crackling.
Yeah, I think it's my cell phone. I don't know about what you're talking about in terms of
the new production company before Marvel.
It was Paramount and 20th Century Fox. Yeah. Paramount Plus, by the way, can suck my dick. The amount of money that they've increased, it's egregious. It was $60 a year. Now it's $120. Apparently, it's going up again. Like, you're Paramount. You don't have all of your shit together enough or a back catalog worthy of Disney Plus money. Like, there's no way on God's green earth Disney Plus and Paramount Plus should cost the same. Either I'm getting a hell of a deal on Disney or I'm about to get fucked by Disney. One of the two. Probably get fucked by Disney. Disney Plus is going to be $180 a year within 18 months. I guarantee it.
What did you just say?
Disney Plus is going to be $180 a year.
Oh, okay. But yeah, before
months.
Ant-Man and the Wasp, there was a new
I didn't notice.
Opening production logo for when they do the who's the distributor is. It's always like a roller coaster going over tracks.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It says open
that
road.
is one with fireworks.
Yeah. There was a new one, part of Marvel now.
Well, good for them. I gotta say, Ant-Man and the Wasp didn't love it.
No,
didn't love it.
It was like watching the cutscene of a video game.
I saw someone put a meme out with what's her face? What is her name? Evangeline Lilly.
Yeah.
And they said Evangeline Lilly's role in the latest Ant-Man and the Wasp has been the most difficult of her career, playing a woman who believes in science.
Oh.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good.
It had no substance.
Nothing.
At all.
No.
Like, did you? Who cares?
Bill
Murray, I thought was pretty good.
Yeah, he had a fun little cameo, but
I thought he was good at bad. Like, you were like, ew, you're actually
kind of wasted a little. I thought almost.
Yeah, but I thought he did a good job for his.
He did, yeah.
3-minute.
I totally agree. Yeah, the movie itself was kind of just a filler.
I also thought that
the end credit scene was the best part of the movie.
Michael Douglas was good.
He's always good. It's Michael Douglas.
Yeah, but he delivered great.
Yeah,
Remember when he
did.
said, "Holy shit, that guy looks like broccoli," and it was a piece of broccoli.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, it was kind of I don't want to say a waste of time.
There was no, you can't do that type of thing. Like,
but like there
quantum realm.
There was no point to it. Like, I'm a big Marvel
Also, how
fan,
they didn't explain how are all those people down there? Like, why is there another
organisms?
Yeah. No, the human beings that were there.
Oh yeah, well they explained it away by not explaining it. It's kind of like in Jurassic Park 3. Remember when it was like, how'd you get that piss? You don't want to know. Yeah. It's kind of like one of those things. It's because they said to Bill Murray, like, you're a human, aren't you? He's like, kinda, and that was it. You're like, okay.
Like what the fuck does that mean? If you can't explain it, then don't do it.
That part didn't bother me I get what you're saying. It didn't bother me as much as the fact that, like, I felt like I didn't really get a movie. I felt like it was like one long television episode of a series that I'm never going to watch because they're not doing any more episodes.
Yeah, and then the setup for them, like the final battle, he was like really big, and then he was walking through. And I'm like, is this like, are they trying to pull a fast one, like distraction? And then you realize he's actually just walking through the middle, and then he's like, oh, they're too much for me. It was fucking cheesy.
100%. That part where he's like, I can't do it anymore, and then all of a sudden they come. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, is he being serious? I thought Paul Rudd was like, what the fuck is this? Am I supposed to be like, oh, I thought he was joking, and they were like going somewhere else to distract. I thought it was like a cheesy distraction.
Or it would be like, yeah, never mind, guys, I'm fine.
Yeah, but it was actually like the real thing, and I'm like, this is stupid.
Yeah, it wasn't great. I didn't love it. It had like the second biggest drop off for a Marvel film in history. It didn't do well. But I'm not surprised. Like, I feel like, and like, here's the thing: the guy that wrote the script, Jeff Loveness, I love that guy. He's written some Rick and Morty and stuff. The guy knows how to write a script, and there was some really smart, clever things in that script.
I thought the jokes were pretty good, too.
Yeah, I feel like he's handcuffed by where Marvel's at right now and what they need. Like, the whole movie felt like exposition. The entire thing felt like it was one big explanation of what's going on. There were so many scenes where it was like we're just being fed information, and I felt like the parts that worked the best were when it was just kind of like weird and out there, like when they're all chanting a name, and then it's like, and then he like drinks the goo, and it's like it turns like drink the goo. So like that. I liked all that. I thought it was great and fun.
Yeah, they didn't. I don't know. They could have made it. Could have been good. I think.
I think the problem is trying to, like, the best part of the movie was also the worst part, in that like they wanted to have Jonathan Majors in there.
Oh, well, Jonathan Majors was good.
He is. I'm so excited for Creed 3, just because, like, I told you I just started watching Creed this morning. I've never seen Creed 1 or 2. I'm halfway through the first Creed movie. It's incredible. Like, I love Michael B. Jordan, though. I've loved him ever since I saw him on Parenthood, the TV show on NBC. But
he was on Parenthood?
Yeah.
Well, that must have been his first.
I think it was one. I think he did maybe a soap opera.
You know who I thought would be a lot more famous and popular after he was in that TV show that everyone couldn't get enough of? What the fuck's it called? With Mandy Moore?
TV show with Mandy Moore. Oh, he wasn't in that.
This Is Us?
Yeah.
No. The other actor, the African American.
Sterling K. Brown.
Sterling K. Brown. I thought he would be a hit.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, whatever happened to him? He kind of.
Well, he did a Marvel movie. He was in the first Black Panther.
No, I know. I'm just saying.
And then I think he did a stage play. I think he was actually on stage for a while.
Okay, I thought he would become a major star after.
And then he did co-headline a movie last summer. It was something like.
The only reason because he kind of figure him as good as Jonathan Majors. They're kind of the same caliber of actor.
I would 100%. Yeah, like watching. I've seen all of This Is Us.
I've only seen
such a good show.
Season.
It's so it's phenomenal. But Sterling K. Brown is a standout. Like anytime he's on screen,
that's what I'm saying. He won a couple Emmys for that, didn't he? Too.
I think so. Yeah, but like anytime he's on screen, just like
I thought that would translate to him being a major movie star, but
I think it still could. I think we just got like he might be waiting for like the right project to come along, because that's also about timing and stuff. But yeah, he's phenomenal. But what I was saying about Ant-Man is that I think that having Kang in there is what hobbled it. If we just had them getting sucked into the quantum realm and then having to...
Oh, and then Kang was like a cameo.
Kind of, because he's...
Remember Thanos?
Yeah.
You never even saw him until like fucking 6 Marvel movies in.
But that's just it. Like, the fact that they quote-unquote defeated him...
And Kang is the new Thanos,
but that's, yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, but he's not dead. So like, this was all just a waste of time. And then at the end, I was like, oh, shit, are they going to be stuck there? That's a cool idea. And then she just activates her satellite, brings him back, and he's walking down the street like nothing happened. I was like, this movie didn't matter. Like, nothing. You basically had a movie trying to set us up for, like, the next 8 movies. And in doing so, made a movie that doesn't fucking matter. Like,
yeah, it's stupid.
This was all just, like...
Fluff.
An info drop.
It was a fluff piece.
And then it didn't...
Nobody likes fluff pieces.
Well... That can be fun. What if it's about... speaking of Michael B. Jordan, there's a trailer for Apollo 3 playing right behind you.
Creed 3?
Sorry.
Fucking Creed. Apollo 3. His last name?
Yeah, I'm just looking at it right now, and like this, I don't have audio for it, and it looks fucking incredible.
Yeah, it's really good. It's getting great. It's getting rave reviews.
It's like 90%?
It's still at 90%.
Fuck yeah.
91 now.
Yeah, I'm jacked for that movie. There's some great movies coming out. I'm looking forward to that. We got Cocaine Bear out right now, which I haven't seen. I love Elizabeth Banks. Charlie's Angels, that movie she directed, was okay. It was all right, but like
the movie's terrible.
But like, there's a lot of stuff in there where you're like, fuck, like she knows how to direct a film. I think a lot of it didn't work because of the script. Maybe there's sometimes it just doesn't pan out. But holy shit, she knows what she's doing. She's like one of those people that to me is like a North Star, and like in terms of her performance and then being able to produce and direct. I think like she's incredible. So Cocaine Bear's out right now, and then we got Creed 3, and then what else is coming out this month? There's a ton of shit coming out. The next Marvel movie's in May. What's coming out in March?
Oh,
there's Creed. What's coming out John Wick?
John Wick, yeah.
John Wick 4 happens in like 3 weeks. That's going to be insane. Apparently they shot stuff in
and
the
Operation
Louvre.
Fortune is...
That's getting good reviews. Guy Ritchie's latest flick. I like that. I like when I didn't know about that movie existed until like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago.
No, we saw a trailer for it years ago.
Really?
Yep.
Oh shit.
Cocaine Bear got great reviews, and the critic and the
Did it really?
70%.
Everyone was probably coked out of their minds when they watched it. So they were loving it. Jesse Tyler Ferguson's in that one. It's Ray Liotta's last credit.
Yeah, we're seeing it today, are we?
I mean, it'd be foolish not to.
I thought we were.
Why not? Yeah, it's Ray Liotta's last credit. Isn't that sad?
It's
tremendous for him.
Single tear rolls down my cheek.
He got a posthumous star on the Walk of Fame. That's not when you want that.
Why wouldn't he just get a star?
I guess it's one of those things like maybe we'll get around to it, and then he dies. Like, oh, never mind. I hate that shit. I fucking hate that. Like, it's just like if he was good enough to have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, give it to him when he's fucking alive. Like, it's like Heath Ledger winning an Oscar for his performance in A Dark Knight. Like, would he have won the Oscar if he hadn't have died? I'd like to think so, but a part of me is like, they probably just gave it to him because he was dead. That sucks.
He should have won anyways if he would. He didn't.
No,
die.
I think he should have as well. But I also think that like a part of them were like, oh, well, he's dead. Let's give it to him. That'll be great. I was in Australia when that movie came out.
That's crazy.
I got to see it 2 days before everyone else.
You know that before the night that I went, I saw it at the Silver City in Richmond, and before the movie started, I had 4 shots of Jim Beam.
4 shots of Jim Beam? Why?
No idea. Not a clue.
Were you with a lot of people?
Yep.
Okay. Well, that makes sense then.
I was with like 7 people.
2008.
I was
summer of 08.
annihilated.
Do you know why I was in Australia?
Why?
I went to World Youth Day.
Oh, yeah, I've heard all this thing. Fuck that.
All right.
I don't want to hear about your World Youth Day.
Okay.
You fucking weirdo.
You know, you're one to talk.
I'm just joking.
About being a weirdo?
I'm a weirdo, yes.
I mean, that's putting it mildly and quite nicely and generously.
Really? I'm that big of a weirdo?
Yeah. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Why?
Because you're being mean to me right now, so I want to be mean to you. Anyways, for those of you who don't know what World Youth Day is,
no,
it's
I don't know.
Catholic conference.
Yeah, it's a fucking where you get jerked off all day.
I wish. That would have made the fucking trip worthwhile.
You fucking flew to Australia.
Yeah.
For World Youth Day.
Yeah. Anyways, that's why I was there. On the flight, the entertainment system conked out.
Oh, no. What'd you have to do?
I had a laptop. I was watching Bad Boys 2 on DVD.
Over and over again?
I had like 6 people around my fucking laptop at one point because they were just dying for some kind of form of entertainment.
That's stupid. Did you have booze?
I don't think I drank on the flight. It was so expensive. I was like, I was living pretty.
Jesus.
They gave us. I'll tell you how much money I didn't have. When you get to World Youth Day, the host country does like a bundle for you when you get there. Like, oh, here's like a welcome bundle, and in the welcome bundle in Australia, they gave us a McDonald's card, and you could show it. Remember the Coke cards?
Yeah.
It was kind of like that. You basically, I can't remember specifically the deal, but it was like buy a cheeseburger, get a Big Mac for free, or buy a Big Mac, get a large fries for free. I lived off McDonald's for like 2 weeks because it was such a good deal. It was a crazy good deal. I'd just show this card every time. I would get like a Big Mac and a cheeseburger, and me and a buddy would split it, and then he would go up for dinner and do the same. It was great.
Sounds riveting, man.
I fucking hate you.
Yeah.
And they say that to hate someone, you have to love them. So I do have love in my heart for you, but I do fucking hate you.
I need a fresh drink.
Then why don't you get one?
I can't.
Why?
What, walk over there?
Do you want me to walk over, or do you want to walk over? Let's get some freshies.
Yeah, well.
Why not?
All right, I'll get some freshies.
Okay, you walk up. I'll keep.
2 Budweisers. I haven't eaten today either.
Yeah, we'll get some food. Let's get some food.
I haven't eaten.
I wonder if the sound of that.
Where are we at in time?
Well, we're almost there. We'll land this in a bit. We got 5 more minutes.
I think we started before 2 o'clock.
No, well, I got a timer right on this device here that tells me to the second.
Oh, what does it say? I want to know.
We're at 54 minutes.
Oh, wow. Fucking hell.
So we've almost done the damn thing.
No, I didn't know. I didn't even look at the time until now. Okay, I'll walk over and get
Yeah, you gotta get a freshie. I wonder if you guys, the listeners, like this.
Okay, you're by yourself.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll take the reins for a little bit. I'm used to it. So I'll let you guys in a little secret here. Okay, a little bit. Let's have a production meeting. Me and the two people listening. Might be going on the road for these podcasts. Might be doing them at different bars. We also want to get the movie review podcast back up and running, especially because I'm still paying for server space, which I don't want to keep doing if we're not doing the fucking podcast. So, if you're listening to this, I would appreciate a bit of feedback. Do you like the ambiance of the bar? Does it work? Is it distracting? Does it not work? Because if we're going to keep doing these in these places, I'd like some feedback on how it sounds. That was quick.
What? Yeah.
Kyler's on it. Guy's a beauty, by the way.
Great guy.
I asked him about setting up a spot over here to do the podcast, and he was so chill.
Chill as hell.
Just an
He was so chill, he would look like he had frost on him.
Yeah, he looked like Arnold Schwarzenegger in Batman and Robin.
Oh, God. Mr. Freeze?
Yeah. We didn't talk about that Flash trailer. I'm so excited for Michael Keaton to be back as Batman.
Take two and call me in the morning.
Yeah, that was terrible. That was, he was getting paid $1 million a day.
Oh my God! It probably took 3 months to film that.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, to film the whole movie, but his scenes, who knows how long it took. But that whole movie, the budget was eaten by the cast. You got Uma Thurman, George Clooney, Chris O'Donnell, Schwarzenegger. Chris O'Donnell's getting paid probably peanuts compared to the rest of them, but Schwartzy, Thurman,
George Clooney too. He was not that.
He was coming off of ER. I think he was getting paid.
Not that big yet.
You know, he keeps a poster of that in his office.
Of the Batman and Robin?
Do you know why?
I don't know.
To remind him to never do a job for a paycheck again. They offered him so much money, he was like, okay, I'll fucking do it.
I think he's fine with his selling his tequila for $500 million.
Casamigos?
Yeah.
Who did he own that with?
I don't know.
That's it, though. That's the play, right? You get famous enough to have your own spirits brand, and then you make a fuck ton.
And you sell it for a ton of corn.
It's like there's nothing proprietary about alcohol.
Like, I wonder what The Rock is worth now.
Oh, my God. I wonder how the XFL's doing in terms of numbers and shit. That's going on right now. It's going on from now until, like, April, I think. There's some ridiculous names. Isn't one of them called the Sea Dragons?
Oh, my God. The Rock's net worth is $800 million.
You know the fucked up thing? I thought it would be higher.
He's almost a billionaire.
I thought The Rock was in the B club. It's only $800 million, even with like the XFL and the tequila and everything. He's got a lot of irons and a lot of fires, and he's only good for $800 mil. Okay. He likes buying his mom shit, which I think is cute. He used to play for the Calgary. What do they call them? The Calgary
Stampeders.
It is the Stampeders, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of like right on brand for the Calgary Stampede.
$800 million for The Rock. Wow. Way to go, Rock.
I've never been to the Calgary Stampede. Would you want to go?
I've been, yeah. It's good.
Wait, you've been to the Stampede?
Yeah, years ago.
Is this the time that you drove the car and everyone else was pissed?
Yeah, 2002.
Right. Great.
I had to drive through the fucking night while they were wasted.
I've never been to the Stampede. It's not appealing to me. First of all, I hate crowds.
Oh, it's a lot of fun.
Well, I hate crowds. Second of all, not big into rodeo.
They have like beer gardens everywhere, all over the
I know,
the
but
grounds.
like, okay, so what was the main attraction for you guys going? Just like, let's party.
Oh yeah, and watching all the stuff, it's pretty fun.
Okay, so like, I'm just not into the stuff to watch though. Like, was it a concert or was it like the rodeo and stuff?
Yeah, everything. Basically, just standing in a beer garden all day.
Yeah,
and it's hot.
That sounds awful. I hate that.
And then we went to this bar called Cowboys in downtown Calgary, where they have a rooftop patio. And
that sounds fun.
And it's so hot, it's like still like 25 degrees at night, and then they have mist coming down from the.
Dude, that sounds fun. I'd go to a bar. So I'd go to like a.
And I had a lot of intercourse.
Wait, what?
I got laid.
Did you? What was his name?
Brent.
Brent. That's a strong name.
No, just
good
kidding.
cock.
No. Ew. What do we do? What?
You brought it up.
It was a woman.
Oh, good for you, man.
It was a long time ago. What is it? 21 years ago.
Yeah, good math. Fast math. Good for you. Nothing about the Stampede is appealing to me. It's got a lot of people. It's hot.
No, it was fun. It was pretty good.
Would you go now?
I've only been once.
Yeah, I was going to say, would you go now?
Well, it's just far away. I would never fly there for that event.
It's far away? It's a 45-minute plane ride.
No, I know, but I don't think I'd ever take a plane to go to that.
Yeah, because it's not big on your your to-do list. Like, yeah,
if you're from Calgary, I go to the Stampede every time, and then driving there was 12 hours. So
yeah, the only rodeo I've been to is in my hometown. They do something called the Rainmaker Rodeo.
Oh yeah, make it rain.
Yeah, and they usually have some pretty good concerts. And one of the best concerts I ever went to was an outdoor concert. It was State of Shock and the Trews.
I've heard of the Trews. I've never heard of State of Shock.
State of Shock had this one hit that really got big in the mid-2000s called Money Honey.
Nobody cares.
If I had more money, honey, would you love me? Love
me.
I
know that. Yeah.
That's State of Shock. That's State of Shock.
One-hit wonders.
Songs about a stripper. That whole album is actually phenomenal. If you guys can find
what year was that?
What year did I go to the concert?
Yeah.
Or what year? Like 2009-ish, something like that.
Oh yeah, if I had more money, honey. That was yeah.
Yeah, and there was one guy. They had like a beer garden set up. There was like tents outside for this concert, and there was this one guy that just whipped his dick out and started pissing in the middle of the concert, like in the middle of everything.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It was he'd had a good time. He had a great time actually. I think he was actually practicing for the Stampede. Cuz the Rainmaker happens in May. So I think he was trying to get all the kinks out. Yeah, he was getting everything ready. He was trying to see exactly how much he could drink, what he can get away with. Do you know that for New Year's Eve in New York, people will wear diapers and piss themselves?
Really?
That's a thing. And people enjoy going. I don't know if you could pay me. Well, you could pay me enough. You can pay me enough to do anything. First of all, no amount of money alive. I will do pretty much everything short of getting into legal, long-term legal troubles. I'll do anything for money, but it would have to be a steep amount to get me to be in Times Square for New Year's Eve, because you have to wear a diaper and piss yourself because there's just no toilets.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah. People do that. I guess guys have it a lot easier, though, because it's like, okay, I'm going to go to this. I don't know. You can't even move, though. There's so many people. You just piss yourself like an astronaut. Isn't that crazy? The lowest of our species and, the most evolved of our species in terms of, critical thinking and science, both will wear a diaper to do what they do. One of them parties. The other goes to space. At the end of the day, you still piss yourself.
Okay. I like pissing. I pissed myself a couple times.
That's super neat. Guys, thanks so much for listening.
It's true.
Yeah, but a lot of things are true you don't have to say. But good for you, man. I'm glad that you're being vulnerable enough to share that you pissed your pants.
I pissed my pants 4 times before.
Post being 18.
Yes.
Cool. Guys, let us know how this little on the road episode worked.
Yeah,
I enjoyed the shit
in
out
the background.
of it.
Yeah, it was great.
Hopefully it sounds okay and you guys like it. But yeah, thanks for listening. We love you. Come check out our show on Thursday, March 16th.
March 16th.
The Hotel Belmont.
Belmont.
In the basement, yeah.
In the basement.
Fucking asshole. Tickets are on eventbrite.ca.
Eventbrite.ca.
Check out at least my Instagram or Beer Me Guy's Instagram for tickets. $20. Dave and I are co-hosting. We got a banger of a lineup of comics. So
yeah.
Come check that out, and we'll talk to you guys soon.
Talk to you soon. Always wipe front to back.
There it is. All right. Love you guys.